Hi there, Don here from Elite Wellness. We're going to take you through a TRX suspension trainer 20-minute workout. So we're going to work for about 20 minutes. Now what we're going to do is do just a series of simple exercises. There's lots of things you can do with this piece of equipment. But this is a simple 20-minute workout, maybe 30 if you want to push it. We're going to do sort of 45-second intervals. We'll maybe do a 30-second recovery between each set. We'll do 2 sets. We want to work for about 20 minutes. So we're going to work at the core stabilizer muscles and the prime movers, the thighs, the glutes, and shoulders and back as well. So it's going to be a total body workout. So this is your 20 to 30 minute TRX suspension trainer workout. We've got the straps here. We're going to adjust them to the mid-length. Got little yellow markers here. So we're going to get them up to the mid-length to begin with. We would have done a little warm-up, but we're going to do a warm-up anyway. We're going to do a little exercise for the spine. So we're going to work the hips and the spine to begin with, just mobilising those areas, easing ourselves in. Here's the first one. So taking the straps, palms facing in, onto the heels, drop the bum, extend the arms out. We're going to be working the reverse deltoids, the back of the shoulders, hips and back and core. Up, sweep up, arms back behind the ears, tall spine, big spinal extension, hips thrust forward. And drop the bum first. In. And up. Thrust the hips forward. Down and up. Big spinal extension. Breathe in. Out. In. Pike position. Up. Thrust the hips forward. Down. 45 seconds we're going for. Breathe in. Out. Make sure you've got good stability on the floor. In. Out. Drop the hips first. In. Out. Breathing out on the extension at the top. Arms up behind the ears. Don't bend the elbows. Keep the arms straight. And in. That's the first set. So first set down, we're dropping the hips first into a pike position, then the arms come up, hips come forward, and the arms up behind the head. Maybe 15 seconds recovery in between each set of repetitions, so let's have that 15 seconds. Then we're going to do the same again. Make sure you've got good firm position on the floor. Drop the hips first, extend the arms out, and pike position, heels, and up. In, breathe in, out on the extension, hips forward. Arms straight, drop the hips, breathe out on the extension. Out, and in, out, hips forward, arms back. Keep the arms straight. Drop those hips, pike position. And good job. Okay, so we're limbering up that spine. We're getting the circulation going to the body first, so nothing too strenuous to begin with. Then we're going to go in and do a lunge with a chest fly. Lunge with a chest fly. We've got these at the midpoint. We can pull them down to the bottom, full length. So we'll turn away from the anchor point into the hand straps. We're looking for a lunge forward and a chest fly. Now you could do a simple lunge forward, but we're going to do a chest fly at the same time. Watch the position of the feet. Knee over the ankle at the front, drop the back knee, open up the chest, palms facing forward, elbows are bent slightly. Tall spine, weight forward, breathe in, out, pulling up, out, in, out, in, out. back knee. Leaning forward slightly, the weight is forward. Elbows are bent. You don't have to go that deep. Work within your own capabilities. We're going for about 45 seconds. You can do a minute if you want a more longer workout and you feel more confident. Step wide, make sure you open up the hip. Tall spine. And first set done. Relax. Take that 15 or 30 second recovery. Then we'll do the same again. We'll do 2 sets of everything. This is our 20 minute to 30 TRX suspension training workout. Notice how we keep the elbows bent. We open up the chest. Here. Dropping the back knee. Elbows are bent. Knee over the ankle at the front. Dropping that back knee. And then pull up. Make sure the arms don't rise up. Keep parallel with the floor, horizontal. Dropping that back knee. Elbows bent, palms facing forward. 45 seconds. Tall spine. And that's your TRX suspension trainer with chest fly with forward lunge. Take your 30 seconds. Or 15-second recovery. We're going to adjust the straps for the next exercise. We're going backwards. So now, we're going forwards as well, backwards and forwards. We're going to do side to side. So, opportunity to work 360, all planes of movement. So we're going to get the abductors inside. We're going to take it up to the midpoint. You could keep it long, it depends on how much space you've got. I'm drawing those planes up to the midpoint. I want to work the inside of the thighs, abductors, and the core stabilizer muscles, as well as the glutes. So different plane of movement. We've done sagittal, now we're doing the other plane of movement. Front of the plane. So midpoint, starting position. Elbows tucked in, we're going to step to the side, 45 seconds. We're waiting for that recovery. 5, 4, 3, 2. Step to the side, bum back, up, side. On the toes, counterbalancing with the hips backwards, pushing up the inside of the thigh. And we're just skipping from side to side. Breathing out and sucking in on the side. In, out. From side to side. Just a little hop. This makes it a little bit more dynamic. You don't have to hop. You can just up and step. Up and step and push up. I'm making it a little bit more dynamic, more movement, a little bit more challenging, and metabolically working, breathing. Notice that breathing. Out to the effort. Side to side. 45 seconds. Breathing in at the top. Out at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. See how the counterbalance, bums out the back. The knees bent, we're pushing off with the adductor onto the top. So, that first set done. We're going to do the next set. We'll give ourselves a bit of recovery. That's quite dynamic. Anything that leaves the floor, jumping. It's very, very powerful. We really do have to use this posterior chain. So we're moving in that frontal plane, side to side. 30 seconds on the recovery. Straps at mid-length. And this is a great way of getting more dynamic movement into your exercise with a TRX suspension trainer rather than just doing static movements. I'm not saying static movements are bad, but a little bit more power required to get us off the floor. Second set, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and pace yourself. Don't get too excited. Keep that breathing regulated. Breathe out, suck in. To stabilize, using those core stabilizing muscles in the abdomen and the back and the sides. Working the abductors, the inside of the thigh. Side to side. Little hop, making it quite dynamic, not just stepping. You can step if you want to. I'm making it a little bit more dynamic by hopping, lifting both feet off the floor, staying on the toes. Just 45 seconds. This has an anchor point in the ceiling, but you might have an anchor point from your door frame. Use the door frame anchor. You need enough space on either side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, I've got an anchor frame that comes out from the ceiling. You may have one that goes into the top of the door. You need to have enough space to move either side. So that's the side lunge using the TRX suspension trainer. So third one. Fourth one we're going to do now. We're going to work the back and the biceps. We're also going to work the thighs. It's a compound exercise. So again, we're using many muscles. We're going to be getting right down. We could just simply do a row. We'll go up to a short position here. We're leaning back, arms out fully, tight bump, chest up, palms facing inwards, and pulling up, squeezing in between the shoulder blades. This is a single row, pulling up. What we're going to do for the benefits for this exercise is we're going to make it a little bit more challenging, and we're going to be squatting down and lifting up so the position is deeper. So, let's look at that. We've had a 30-second recovery. We've got about another 10 minutes to go on our routine. But these are quite powerful exercises, so we don't need to do lots of variations because we're using many muscles, so we're getting big bang for our buck with a smaller set of exercises. Here, in and down we go. Chest is up, palms are in, we're squatting down, knees are bent. And we're going to pull up, make sure the chest comes up, the palm is in. We're using the latissimus dorsi, the back muscles and the bicep. 3, 2, 1, and pulling up, squeezing in between the shoulder blades, hips come forward, elbows are tucked tight, palms are in, wrists are flat. Don't bend the wrists or tuck the elbows out, keep them tucked in. 3, 2, 1, and down, chest up. Try and keep the head in alignment with the spine, not forward, not back. In line with the spine. 3, 2, 1. Down. Tailbone to the floor. And pull up. Try and thrust the hips forward. And the chest up and squeeze in between the shoulder blades. Or the middle of the bra strap if you're a lady. Down. And up. Squeeze. Extend. Breathe in. Out on the pull up. In. And out. Try and keep that chest up. Down. Keep that chest up. Down. Long arms, fully extended, and up. Thrust the hips forward. Down. Drop them down. Breathe in, and out on the floor. 3 more. In, up, watch that head position, down, up, last one, in, chest up, and pull. So, that's a low squat with a upright row. We're pulling up from a low position, principally using bicep and the back muscles. Also a little bit of the thigh, a little bit of the glute. So a compound exercise rather than just a standing row or a mid row, we're using a squat row. So a little bit more challenging. Give ourselves that 30 seconds to recover. Coming into the last 10 minutes now of the routine. So, let's see those coaching points again. I've got shortest length here. We can give mid-length if you're a little bit larger and you need to get down a little bit further. But for the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to have them short. So the palms are facing in, elbows are tucked tight. We're going to squat down. We've got hand out recovery. Down we go. Tailbone to the floor, palms are facing in, chest is up. We're engaging those back muscles. 3, 2, 1, and up and pull, thrust hips forward, elbows tucked tight, squeeze in between shoulder blades, head in neutral, in line with the spine. Breathe in, and make sure that chest stays up, down, and 6, palms in, chest up, head in neutral, weight through the heels as you go down, long arms, last 2, and good job. Okay, so we're now getting into the last 5 minutes. What we're going to do now is a couple of other exercises. Again, different plane of movement, different muscle groups. Pull them right down to the bottom, pinch and pull. And now we're going to be working that abdominal wall. You should not be feeling this exercise in the back. We're using the muscles in the front. So this is kind of like a plank in the air. You'll see when we demonstrate, it's very important that you drive this navel back to spine. So you draw the belly button in to stabilise this whole torso. So we're locking the rib cage to the belly button or to the hips. We were going down and back, now we're going forward and out. So we're working alternates, different range of movement. Notice the position of the feet. We're leaning back, not quite at 45 degrees. The further back we lean, the more challenging this exercise becomes because we are increasing the vector or the angle so that we're placing more weight forward. If we come up, we don't have such a deep position to come up from. Here, quite challenging, we come down and we launch up here and hold. This is challenging. The feet forward, not quite so challenging. So, work out the positioning of the feet to begin with. Tailbone to the floor, squeezing between the shoulder blades, and watch the positioning of the feet. Forward, slightly easier. Backward, more challenging. So down, squeeze in between the shoulder blades, launch up, Superman, squeeze the butt cheeks, and arms up inside sides, the ears. Belly button is driving right back into the spine to stabilise you in this position. You're on the toes, and hold, and squeeze down, up, breathe out, and suck that belly button into the spine, drive it back. The glutes are tight, the abdominal wall is very tight, he's plank in the air, and get the arms by the side of the ears if you can. Hips are forward. Don't have the hips back. And hips forward. And hold. And down. And up and challenge. Hips forward. Arms up by the side of the ears. And hold. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Up and hold. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Up and hold for 10 seconds. And the 3. And the 4. And the 5. And the 6. The 7. 8. 9. 10. Woo! And relax. Notice the angle of the hips. If the hips are back, we don't get the full engagement in the abdominal wall. We're doing the transversus abdominis and rectus abdominis. We're really challenging that abdominal wall. This is a great exercise for stabilizing around the core, the girdle. Once again, remember the foot position. We've got the feet shoulder width or hip width apart. Palms are facing down. We squat back onto the toes. Arm is high in the air. Then up, we launch up, and arms go along. Hips come forward, and we hold. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Up and hold. Hips forward. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Up and hold. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Hips forward. 2, 3, 4. Down. Squeezing between the shoulder blades. Up. 2, 3, 4. Hips are going to come forward again and hold at the top. Up. Hold for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hips back. Now you can relax. Good job. So, now we're coming to the back end of the routine. We've worked the chest with the chest fly, lunges, thighs, glutes, side to side, adductors, core stabilizer muscles. We work the back, pulling up from the floor. We worked the abdominal wall. This is a total body workout. So now we're going to do a warm down. So we're just going to do some gentle stretches to stretch out the hip flexors, the arms and shoulders, and the glutes. So let's use this equipment, which we can do very effectively for these series of stretches. I'm going to take you through them just now, just to complete this routine, and let's see how it goes. So from here, I've got the straps long. If you haven't got as much room as I have here, you can bring them up to the mid position. So let's do that. We'll bring them up to the midpoint. You've got these little yellow markers. So we bring them up. We're facing away from the anchor point. There are lots of variations, and I'm maybe going to do a different video which is going to be just stretching the TRX, and you can get that. But here, we're going to use the hand grips. We're going to step forward with the left, and arms out to the side, horizontal with the floor, knee over the ankle at the front, locking the back leg out, stretching that right calf and across the chest. Shuffle forward until you feel that chest stretching a little bit, not too far. Palms are facing forward. Relaxing, feel that stretch in the right calf, and lean forward. Then the right arm goes across, the left arm goes back. We bend that top elbow, left arm is low, right arm is high, knee over the ankle at the front, and we push that right hip forward, stretching that right hip flexor, relaxing into it. Come onto the side so you can see that angle. We stretch to the side. In, we come back, and then we go on the other side. Other foot goes forward. We lean 45 degrees, stretching, arms up over the top of the head. Out to the sides, crucifix position, palms facing forward, knee over the ankle at the front. Make sure the knees over the ankle at the front. We're locking that back leg out, heel is down at the back. Make sure that back heel doesn't come up. And there's the position. Breathe in and across. Left arm goes high, right arm goes low. We push the left hip forward. We're straightening that left hip flexor, that left calf, and relax into it. There. In, up, turn around, and next position. Step forward with the right, and hips back, lean forward, long spine, stretching the right hamstring. Pressing down right, press down right. Up, left foot forward, hips back, long spine, straight out, head in between the arms, stretching that left hamstring. Relax into it, long spine, sit back. In, step wide, hips back, long spine, lean forward, stretching the low back. Stretching the low back and the mid back and in between the arms and shoulder girdle as well. And relax into it. From there, bend the left knee and sit back and go forward, stretching the inside of the right thigh. Sit back, lean forward, keep the back flat. Change, other side, bend that right knee. Sit back, lean forward, stretch the inside of that left thigh. And slowly up, walk heel to toe, slowly unravel the spine. And come up. Good. So, there is our 20-30-minute TRX suspension trainer